Hi everyone, welcome back to Mrsdrewryfood channel. Today we are going to prepare the most delicious Ghanaian Abomu, the traditional spinach Abomu. So let's get right into it. For this recipe, I have got here spinach. I have also got some garden eggs. I'm going to use 3 for this recipe. I have got 1 scotch bonnet pepper, a hot one, and 1 fresh tomato. So now I'm going to go ahead and cook the spinach, the garden eggs, and you can also decide to cook the tomatoes together with it or to grill it. But if you decide to cook it together with the spinach, just add enough water, cover it, and then let it cook. But I am not going to do it this way. I prefer to grill the tomato. So you decide which one you prefer. So this is the first method. But me, dear, I'm going to do the way my parents taught me. I'm going to grill the tomato. In the meantime, I have peeled the plantain, the potatoes, and I'll be also adding some eggs. I have got my kako, which is a different type of salted fish, but you can use Kobe, and of course I've got my stinky fish, which is momone. So right now I'm going to go ahead and add the eggs, and of course I have washed them before, and I've also washed the kako that I'm adding to it. I'm going to add some salt, not too much because the kako is already salted. Then I am going to cover it and let it cook. Well, now I am going to get a piece of foil and I'm going to wrap my tomato in it, and I'm going to do the same thing for my momone or fermented fish, the stink one. After that, I am going to slice some onion, and I'm going to use half an onion for this recipe. Make sure to not slice it too big or else you're gonna have some issues grinding it. It's gonna take you a bit more time. So this is how I like to do it, very small slices. And then I'm going to add my hot scotch bonnet, which is already washed. You can use habanero if you like. I'm gonna add some salt to taste, and you can always adjust it later on. And I am also going to add some crayfish stock powder, and this is optional, you don't have to, but it's really nice with it. And then I am going to grind it. So this is tapoli. I'm using my tapoli to grind it. This should take you somewhere between 3 to 4 minutes to complete, and this is how it should be looking like. So this is ready. So now I'm going to grill my momone and my fresh tomato. So by this time, the spinach and garden eggs are cooked. So I'm just going to take it out of the stove and go ahead and grill the momone. And also do not forget to turn it over so that it grills perfectly. And once that's done, you can go ahead and put the fresh tomato. I always use a fork so that it's easier for me to turn it over because it's so hot, guys. So yeah, and by the way, your neighbors might come and say, what's going on with you? What's that smell? So I would advise you to use maybe your oven to limit, the smell. So once that's done, take it out of the foil and put it straight away in your asanka or apotoyowa. Perfectly grilled. And then grind it. This stew is very easy and so delicious. It's my favorite actually. And my dad loved it so much. God bless his soul and may he rest in peace. Right, this is done. And now the next step is the grilled tomato. So again, same thing, take it out of the foil, add it straight into your asanka and grind it. And also, if you decided to use the other method, which was to boil it together with the spinach, this is also the part where you add it to it and do the same thing, just grind it. All right, so it's as simple as that. Some people also like to add more tomatoes, so you could go up to 2 if you prefer, or even add more pepper. It's really up to you. This is ready. I have got my spinach here, my garden eggs, and I'm going to begin with the garden eggs. The spinach should always be last. And repeat the same process. I'm going to grind it. Heat up some palm oil, and this is zomi. I always say zomi is the best. When the oil is ready, you can go ahead and add in some sliced onions, and the quantity really depends on you. I'm a big fan of onions, so I put a lot in it, and let it fry for a few minutes or until it becomes nice and soft. And I am also going to add in my cooked kako. You can also add in your kobe at this point. And whilst that is frying, I am going to grind the spinach. And by the way, I use the common European spinach because where I live now, I'm finding it hard to find the Ghanaian Kontomire. I have to travel a long way down to London. So this does the trick perfectly. And of course, it's not as good as the real Kontomire, but this is spinach. And no, it's the same thing. So grind it and add in some more salt and keep grinding. And this is done, guys. It's ready. And by the way, if you want to add more crayfish or prawn stock powder or ground prawn, you can also add it to it. It really depends on how you like your abomu, but this is how I like mine, and this is it. Now we're going to garnish it, so I'm going to add in my eggs, then pour my oil on top of it. You see how it is sizzling? Yes, that's what we like. So I'm just going to add my kako first, and pour the hot sizzling zomi palm oil on top of it. Look at this. Wow, look at this beauty. It's my favorite. I'll keep saying it. Hey, this I can eat it every day with plantain. And this is it. It's ready. And oh, last but not least, I'm going to add some sardines in olive oil, just because I like it and I'm a foodie. Stir it because if I say I'm going to come here, so I'm going to and also garnish it with some avocado, or in the Ghanaian tree language, a friend of pear. I still don't know why we call it pear because it's not a pear, but you know, that's how we call it. So let's just keep pear. And this is it. It is ready. It is time to enjoy it with your boiled plantain, your boiled yam, your boiled potatoes, just like us. And I promise you guys, it is so delicious. You're just going to lick your fingers. Well, this is the end of the recipe. I really hope you enjoyed watching it and you're going to try it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Share my videos and I'll see you next time. Bye.